They say it's cheaper to keep her. It's cheaper to keep her. That's what the man them in the manosphere say, innit? Yeah, it's cheaper to keep her. The gyal them, they want a divorce, they want to break up until shit hits the fan. They say a smart man learns from his own mistakes and a wise man learns from the mistakes of others. And as you know already, man a J wise, man sits and observes and I listen and I pay attention to shit. So as you know already, my girl does the mortgage thing, innit? And I get the luxury of listening to some of the calls sometimes. And I'm paying attention. I'm not just listening and, no, I'm paying attention. I'm reading, I'm pre-ing the situation, innit? And a lot of people feel like they can just qualify for a mortgage just because. Certain people feel like because they already live in a property that they mortgage and they got a mortgage on, that if they leave that property, they could just get a mortgage on another property. It don't work that way. Every single property that you apply for is a separate entity. You have to redo your credit checks, everything, yeah? So just because you got a property now, if your circumstances change and you want to buy another property and that, you might not get the property. So anyway, she had to qualify one gyal, innit? And the chick had a partner and they'd split up. Now, the gyal on the phone remained in the property and the partner was paying child maintenance. So I assume the partner doesn't live there. There's no way you and your gyal are split up and you're paying child maintenance, but you're still living there, innit? So you just fill in the blank sometimes, innit? So the guy, I assume, was living somewhere else. So the girl's still in the property that is originally mortgaged between the two of them. Yeah, they got a mortgage. Both of them got a mortgage on the property. They split up. She's in the property, he's left. And obviously, when couples split up, whether they're married or they were just, you know, civil partnership, whatever they call it, someone has to buy someone out or they both sell the property and go their separate ways and then they have to find new properties and that. So she's on one called dead wage, 19 grand a year. 19, you know, not 90, 19 grand a year. And she gets child maintenance and that, little universal credit here and there, but the wages them is still dead. So she wants to apply for a new mortgage on a different property. So they're planning to sell the original property and they go their separate ways and she wants to buy a new property and that. And my girl's looking at the numbers, punching them in the system and that. And she said, well, unfortunately, you ain't earning enough, you know. You're not going to be able to qualify for a property that you want. You're going to have to buy a property that's a lot cheaper. So she was way off. Yeah? She was nowhere near the bullseye and that. She was just way off. Didn't even hit the Ross Clark dartboard and that. And I said to my girl, and I filled in the blanks. And I was saying, well, obviously, let's just assume, obviously, the guy's not living there and he's paying child maintenance and that. He's probably renting a room somewhere because obviously she kicked him out and they split up and that. And I guarantee you that after this phone call, because gyal will be gung-ho, yeah man, get rid of him man, fucking pussy, he's weak and whatever in it, yeah, whatever in it. Gyal are gung-ho, kick out a man and that, yeah, ready to start a new life with maybe a new man or no man, yeah, but ready to just get rid of him in it, yeah, don't need him as an idiot, whatever in it. I said to my girl, I guarantee you, Ross Clark to you, when she got off the phone, she sat there for a minute, tapping her nails, probably them raptor claws. Actually, no, that's black gal with them raptor claws and that. But she sat there on her table, thinking, boy, should I really go through with this split? Because they weren't married or nothing, innit? Should I really go through with this split? Maybe I made the wrong decision in that. And I was saying to my gal, I guarantee you, it's the girl's idea to split up and that. The man, see, men were logical creatures and that. Like I said in the beginning, it's cheaper to keep her in it, yeah? Even if a woman is a fucking pain, she's a nag, she's hard, she's unbearable, she's you can't tolerate her and that. A lot of men won't go through with the split, you know, because they'll think to themselves, right, if I split up with this gal, okay, I'm going to sell the property in that, but will I be able to buy another property? Will I be able to live in a 3-bed or 2-bed house? Do I have to go and live in some shitty ass flat, buy an ex-council place with some madman tenants and that? Now, so I'm going to lose my house. I'm going to have to go and buy another property if I can afford to buy another property and be in the same area. I'm going to have to pay child maintenance and that. Then I have to go and fucking look for another property, put down all this money, stamp duty and all that. Certain man will just look at the situation and think to themselves, you know what, yeah, this woman is a fucking pain in the neck. I can't stand her and that. But you know what? My life is better. My life is going to be so much more simpler. I've looked at the numbers. I've done the maths. My life is going to be so much simpler if I just tolerate this fucking woman. Don't get twisted. I'm not telling anyone to tolerate any situation and that, yeah? I'm just saying, I already told man them already, don't buy no property with no fucking woman, blood. Because if you have to sell that property, now you're in a situation where, you know what I'm saying, you're going to have to go move different areas and that. There's certain men right now, I think they're living life, you know, because they live in a 500-600 grand property that they're in a partnership with their girl. But blood, I'm telling you right now, if you go and sell that property, fam, if you're living in London and you live in a house that's worth 600 grand and that, if you sell that property, you are not buying no fucking house. So let's say, for example, you sell that property and you get your little cut and that, you are not getting no house in London, bro. More than likely. Because more than likely, yeah, you have enough deposit, but are you earning enough? See, everyone can get a deposit of 60 grand and that, but can you afford the mortgage? Yeah, everyone can get a little 60 grand together and that, but can you afford the mortgage? Are you earning enough? Are you earning enough money that we're to the point where they times your wages by 4.5? Can you afford the mortgage? There's man right now sitting on 20-30 grand and that, but they're not earning enough to buy a 2-bed flat in London. They got 30 grand sitting down. Flats in London might be 300, 350, depends on the area and that. Yeah, they got 30 grand, but they can't afford the mortgage. They're only on 28 or even 40 grand a year. That's not enough, blood. So, certain times, and I ain't advocating for no one to be in no situation where it's cheaper to keep her, but literally I sat down and I broke it down to my girl and I said, this is why I'm the fucking wise man. Yeah? Because, like I said, a smart man will learn from his own mistakes. A wise man will learn from the mistakes of others and that. But I'm not buying no property with no fucking girl. No way. No way. And if I did, I would definitely have other properties on the side. Because I'm not going to put myself in a position where I'm homeless or I have to go and rent a room now. Forget that, blood. So literally, this is how I learn my shit, you know. I just sit and I watch and I observe. Like some people, oh, Jay's talking about this, but oh, Jay's talking about my situation. Blood, don't make these mistakes. I won't need to talk about your situation, fam. I don't put no one's names to the situation, blood. And at the end of the day, certain people will get vexed because I might be talking about their situation. Blood, your situation is not unique, fam. You are not the only person on planet Earth that is going through it right now. There's people before you that's going through it. There's people at the same time going through it. And there's people that will come after you that will be going through your situation and that. Your man watching this right now or your girl watching this right now, if you don't have much problems or you have hardly or minuscule problems and that, just look at the people around you, look at the problems and the predicaments that they're in, and don't walk down the path that they did. Like I've said in many videos before, I'm going to say it again. I remember when I came out of Holmes to Haringey, the office in Broadwater Farm, and there was an old white man called John. You get me? Man's walking out of the office with grumpy, tough face, you get it? And he said, cheer up, only 45 years left of this. Until you retire, assuming I'm 20 at the time. I think I was like 22, 23 in it. And I think to myself, nah, see, this is the thing. I need to get off this path. And I cannot continue to be an electrician the way these men are, because I'm just going to end up in the same position as them. If you walk down the same path as someone, you're going to end up at the same destination. There's no way it could end up any other way. So if you don't want to end up in the same destination, the same position as someone else, get off the path that they're on. If you want to end up like other people, whether it's good or bad, doesn't matter. If you want to end up in the same position as other people, walk down their path. If you don't want to end up in the same position as someone, don't walk down their path. Their path, their destination could be jail. Their destination could be millions and that. Yeah, their destination could be mediocrity. If you don't want to end up in someone's destination for whatever reason, good or bad, don't walk down their path, man. But literally, when that girl came off the phone, after being gung-ho, yeah, I'm just... See, certain people feel like, oh, yeah, I'm just going to get rid of him and I'm just going to get my own place. Yeah, I've got a little 10 grand in my account and that. Or I think the woman even had like 20 grand or... I can't remember in it, but she had a little bit of money and that. Still not affordable, mate. And literally, she would have got off the phone. I said to my girl, I guarantee you she's going to phone him up. Maybe not straight away. But she's going to phone him up after a period of time and that. And be like, you know what, yeah. Maybe we should work things out. Yeah, you bitch you. So the situation didn't pan out the way you wanted to, and now you want to go back. I don't know. I don't know. But I reckon that would be on her mind. Yeah, if she's not gonna go through it, maybe she's lost so much attraction for him. Like, nah, I'd rather sleep out on the streets. But I guarantee you that would be on her mind because she can't live out the lifestyle that she wants to live now because she initially was able to live out the lifestyle that she wanted because she had him as help, and now he's gone. That extra wage on the side, extra income, it's not the numbers are not going to add up. You can't afford it. I guarantee you, she sat there thinking to herself, you know what? Maybe I might have to rekindle this old flame, you know. See? So I know it was the woman's idea to more than likely split because men were logical creatures and that. And just looking at all the chaos it's going to cause, either way you're going to be, certain man will think to themselves, either way you're going to be in some sort of chaos. Yeah, either the woman's going to be causing chaos or you're going to be in chaos and turmoil for a good little while whilst you're trying to find a new place, renting a room. Remember, when you're renting a room and that, you're waiting, yeah, your money's going elsewhere and that. Yeah, solicitors' fees, child maintenance and that. Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying man for get down or lay down or anything like that. Like, oh yeah, you know what, yeah, just take the abuse from the woman and that. I'm just saying, innit, yeah, like that's the situation that them people there are in, and I know those are the thoughts and those are going to be the potential conversations that are going to be had, blood. So, but the easiest way to not put yourself in that position, don't go hard on the mortgage with a girl. There's man right now I know, man that I know. They have to take orders from their gyal. Yeah, they live in a little, I don't know, flat that's worth 400 grand or whatever, innit? Yeah, they live in life now, innit? Yeah, but blood, them man there walking on eggshells. They're one argument away from being homeless, blood. I've been there with a man. Gyal on the phone during a work call and that, and a man thinks to himself, fuck, do I get cool white or warm white light bulbs? You know what? I need to run it past my missus because God forbid I buy the wrong bulbs. I mean, a man stood up for 15 minutes, waiting for a gal to come off the phone, waiting for the big boss to come off the phone to make the decision on whether or not the light bulb should be cool white or warm white. What's the difference between cool white and warm white? Basically this, yeah? So the light's on right now. That's it. Yeah, it's just a different tinge. Yeah, it makes no fucking difference really. But God forbid a man buys the wrong bulb, he'll be in some mad trouble and that. So this is why I'm not fucking buying no property with no gyal. And if I did, well, I already got properties and that, so I'm not gonna be in too bad of a position. I'll just sell my property and that if I did, but I ain't doing that. Anyway, stay wise, done now.